Have you ever wondered about the powerful women of the Old Testament? We often hear about the kings, prophets, and warriors, but what about the women who shaped the destiny of an entire nation? Let's dive into some incredible stories that are often overlooked. First up, Huldah. Ever heard of her? During the reign of King Josiah, the long-lost book of the law was discovered in the temple. Who did the king's high officials consult to understand its meaning? Not a male prophet, but Huldah. Living in Jerusalem, she was a prophetess whose word was so respected that the king himself sought her counsel. She confirmed the book's authenticity and delivered a powerful prophecy from God that led to one of the greatest spiritual revivals in Israel's history. A woman's voice, Gidad Bigod, Sparktith. There's Vibra. You can't talk about female leadership in the Old Testament without mentioning her. She wasn't just a prophetess. She was a judge, the highest leader in Israel before the time of kings. She held court under the palm of Deborah, and people from all over Israel came to her for wisdom and judgment. But her influence didn't stop there. When Israel was oppressed by King Jabin of Canaan, God gave Deborah the strategy for victory. She called Barak, the commander of the army, and told him exactly what God wanted him to do. When he hesitated, wanting her to go with him, she agreed, but prophesied that the glory of the victory would go to a woman, and it did. Deborah's leadership, both spiritual and military, delivered Israel from 20 years of oppression. Let's not forget Esther, a queen who risked her life to save her people. Through a series of divinely orchestrated events, this young Jewish woman became the queen of Persia. When a wicked plot to annihilate all Jews in the empire was hatched, her cousin Mordecai urged her to intervene. He famously told her, "Who knows but that you have come to your royal position for such a time as this?" Esther was terrified. Approaching the king without being summoned was a death sentence. But after calling for a 3-day fast among her people, she found the courage. She stepped out in faith, exposed the evil plan, and saved her entire nation from genocide. Her bravery and strategic wisdom changed the course of history for the Jewish people. We also have Abigail, a woman of great discernment and wisdom. Her foolish husband, Nabal, insulted David, who was then a fugitive but would soon be king. Enraged, David set out with his men to destroy Nabal's entire household, but Abigail, hearing of the danger, acted quickly. She gathered provisions, went to meet David, and with a humble and wise appeal, she turned away his wrath. She recognized David as the Lord's anointed and prevented him from shedding innocent blood, a sin that would have stained his future reign. David was so impressed by her wisdom and godliness that after her husband's death, he took her as his wife. Her timely intervention not only saved her family, but also protected the future king's integrity. These women, Huldah, Deborah, Esther, and Abigail, were not side characters. They were central figures, chosen and anointed by God for critical moments in Israel's history. They were prophetesses, judges, queens, and wise counselors. Their words changed the hearts of kings, their leadership delivered nations, and their faith saved their people. So, what does this mean for us today? It means we must never downplay the vital role of women in leadership and ministry. The Bible itself gives us a powerful precedent. God has always used women in mighty ways, speaking through them to guide, save, and restore. Their stories are not just ancient history. They are a testament to the fact that God's anointing is not limited by gender. He pours out His Spirit on all His people, sons and daughters alike. Let's celebrate these biblical heroines and recognize the anointing on women in leadership today. They are continuing a legacy that is thousands of years old. Thanks for watching. If this inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that dives deep into the scriptures. See you next time.